next track, going from Sistanem to Sistanem. All right. Obviously, everything I just said about Sistanem, same thing for Sistanem. All right. Now this song right here, I felt was the most underrated song on the album.
We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, this one was a really good song, man. He, like you mentioned earlier, his sister would ride for him more than most guys will, right? Like, but he also had the punchlines in here. Like early on, he says, "Way too down to earth, don't do no dirt for me," right? Like down to earth and don't do no dirt. So like I thought that was pretty cool. What are you thinking about this?
Yeah, man. I love that he got very personal with his relationship with his sister, who, I don't know if now, but in an interview he said hasn't really talked to her in a while, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that also gives again validity to what he's saying. This is actual things that are going on or have gone on in his life.
Yeah.
And he tells a great story throughout the song, chronologically too. Like each verse is chronologically set. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's a really good, it's a great song. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a really great song.
I love how he goes and he says like, oh, he called his sister and pretty much she missed the call, and she called back, but by the time she called back, he was already gone. Like he's back on the road, he's back on tour, and he was complaining about like you said, he's a Christian and God-fearing man, and he was talking about how rappers are using God's name in vain. But she was like, you're no saint. Like, you did this too. And he got a little defensive, and he's like, what do you mean I did this too? And he didn't even want to talk to her because he was too busy. He was, he was prepping for a show. So he's like, yo, I'll call you back. And like he just went on with that. He told her he'll text her in the morning, and I thought it was pretty dope because he says like while he's waiting for this to go on, he says, ask questions, choices, destination, courses, highways, routes, Royces, rolling voices. So, if you know JID, his name is Destin Choice Route. That's his full name.
Okay.
So, ask questions, choices, destination, courses, highway, routes, Royces, like he referenced himself.
Bro, I didn't even catch that.
He referenced himself. That is crazy.
I did not catch that. That is crazy.
But the great thing is that like he's referencing himself, but as he's referencing himself, he's also literally describing the scene of him thinking about what his sister's telling him about himself. Yeah. So while he's waiting to talk to his sister to prove like, yo, I haven't changed, he's like, yo, I'm also asking questions, choices, destination, courses, like, and he's referencing his own name and word playing it. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy right there.
Yeah, that is crazy. I'm telling you, I did not peep that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That was hard. And he also goes on. He says voices in his head is crowding his own thoughts about the new lifestyle, and he acknowledges that like he knows it's poison and stuff. But like he knows that it's all for something. Like he'll do whatever that he got to do to get the money. You know what I mean? So I thought it was pretty dope that he's, like you said earlier, he's self-aware of these things. He's very self-aware right now.
Facts. Yeah, man. I overall for the song too, I had like a thought of like what I believed it was all overall.
Yeah.
It was. I felt that it was. I feel like it's okay. How fame and money can change you, or the appearance of who you are, not just change you, but the appearance of
the perception. Yeah, people's perception of you.
The perception, exactly. Because you might have not changed because of the circumstances and the distance. It can affect everyone who knows or knew you. You know what I mean? Like Drake said, because to have known me would mean that there's a new me, and if you think I changed, then the slightest could have fooled me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's why I feel like that whole song was kind of attributing to was, again, fame and money and everything else just kind of just affecting not just you but everyone else around you.
Yeah, for sure. In verse 3, he kind of gets a little defensive though. Yes. He tells his sister, that he feels like she's down talking him, and he's saying like, yo, we just need to see each other in person. Like, I need to prove to you that, you know, I haven't changed. But it looks like his sister's a little bit busy too.
Yeah.
But, you know, she immediately called him on FaceTime, which was weird because they usually only talk if, you know, she's checking for him and saying, like, yo,
Yeah.
who I got to beat up for you, you
Yeah,
know?
who I gotta beat up. Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, he thought it was a little weird that she was FaceTiming him. But, you know, this time she was mad at him. And he kind of got the sense that she was mad because she said, you know, I need a break from the family. And I'm not really into celebrating pagan holidays.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, not Christmas, nothing like that.
yeah, so now, but the thing is that
Oh.
JID's birthday is on Halloween.
Oh.
Yeah, so she,
Oh.
you
Okay.
know, she getting a little petty. She like, you know, I need a break from the family. And by the way, I ain't really feeling too pagan. You know,
Yeah.
I don't wanna, you know, celebrate any pagan holidays. So pretty much,
Mm.
don't count for me to be there for your birthday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that kind of pissed him off.
I forgot about that. That's right. He does reference that in a couple of different songs.
Yeah,
I
so his
believe.
birthday
I
is on
forgot about that.
Halloween, October 31st.
Same as the devil. Yes, he does say that in another line. That's
Yep.
right. Yep, okay.
So like he knows he hates like seeing his family like this on only on bad occasions. Like the last time he saw his family really was when his grandma passed away when he was in college.
Unfortunately, that's a lot of families too. That's the same
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
and it is like that. But you know he wants to prove to her that like he's still, you know, truly who he say he was and stuff.
Yeah.
But he, you know, he kind of senses that their relationship is like getting bad. You know,
Yeah.
And it's starting to get to the point where like they're kind of like getting petty with each other.
Yeah.
So I love that like he
I
says,
heard it.
yeah, he says since you acting like that, send me all that money I cash apped you. Then send it
Yeah,
all
shit.
back. You know, and it's like if you like if that's your family, you never do that to your family. And he knows that he was wrong in even saying that to her. But
Right.
like at the same time, these are the strong emotions that he's feeling with, you
Right.
know, like towards his sister. So like I said, like this was just such
That's why
a
she bangs on
great
him, though.
song. Yeah, literally, like so, like he's like, yeah, she literally hangs up on him at the end. Like he's like, oh,
Yeah.
since you acting like that, just send me all the money I cash after you. Then since you don't want me working and you want me close to the family, like this is how I'm paying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is how I'm sending you money.
Right.
And she's like, click.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't getting that money back, buddy.
Right.
But
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
bro.
it was great, man. This
That-
song had everything.
And speaking to everything, James Blake and Yuli, the people who did the chorus
Yeah.
and the bridge.
Yeah.
Like just to like, you know, if you wanted to add anything like that, like them harmonizing together, bro. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Like especially when they say, and it's a great line too. Why do I get so damn high that I can't feel my face? Try to free my mind, but I can't find a way.
Mm-hmm.
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? 'Cause
man.
that's real. That's real.
This song, once again, the song was a 10, man.
Yeah.
This song was perfect straight through, and it's like 6 minutes long, and it's like it doesn't even feel like that because with the bridges and the chorus, like everything feels like it flows so well.
Yeah.
It's just a very, very, very solid song. Very solid song. I gave it a 10. What do you give it?
I give it a 10 as well, man.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it any other way, man.
It's one of the like most perfect songs you can get in terms of
Yeah.
storytelling and a great chorus and everything. So